Hey, everybody. I am so excited about today. It is about to be a great dose of fire delivered right to your sweet little souls as we are breaking it down today and spending some time with a new rep spotlight. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, y'all already know how I feel about our new reps that come in and just hit the ground running. It is such a beautiful, beautiful thing to see, and it is worthy of celebration, which is what we're doing today. I am so excited to introduce you guys to Missy Clark. Missy, wave to everybody.
Hi.
So Missy comes to us from the great state of West Virginia, who has produced some amazing, outstanding Initials Inc. reps over the years. And we're so excited for Missy and for all the magic that she is bringing to us here at Initials Inc. I'm going to share some stats with you about Missy, and then I'm going to toss it to her and let her share a little bit about herself. And we're going to be breaking it down for you on what she has done. This little gem joined Initials Inc. 79 days ago today. 79 days ago today. Now, I know many of you that are watching this right now joined years ago, like over 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 months ago, 5 minutes ago. It doesn't matter, right? But I want you to hear Missy's story. She joined 79 days ago and has already sold over, are you ready for this? Over $5,000 in 79 days. I mean, let's have a moment about sister making some serious cash. So over 5,000 in 79 days. Missy, tell us about you. Let us soak in your amazingness and just let's kick it off with maybe you giving everybody a little overview of who you are, where you live, your family, what you do professionally, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to toss it to you, sister.
Thanks. Oh gosh, I'm so excited to be here with you, Brittany. It's awesome. So as you said, I didn't realize it was 79 days, but that's awesome to know. I'm a mom. I have two sons, a 24-year-old and a 18-year-old, both busy boys through the years. Now, kind of at the next phase in their lives. So I professionally am an associate director at a nonprofit, an area health education center. It's actually I live on the border of Maryland and West Virginia, so it's about 10 minutes from here. So I've done that. I've been in the nonprofit world my whole professional career.
So. Wow. So how does what you do on a daily basis as a mother, as working in a nonprofit, which is not for the faint of heart. I have done some internships back in my college days in nonprofit world. That's a whole different animal. So how do those roles, how do you feel like they have parlayed into your success, your fast, quick, amazing success here at Initials Inc.?
Well, I think it's a couple of things. I have gotten to know so many people through the years, between all the sports and academic things that my sons have done for, 19 years or something at this point, 20 years, I don't know. I've met so many amazing people. Plus in the nonprofit world, you meet a lot of people too, and you're in the community a lot, and you're just out, you're talking with people, you're sometimes begging people for money, whatever it may be. So I think those two have parlayed nicely together to help me be successful in this. And the timing's been right for me at this point with my boys kind of moving on. I'm wrapping up my master's degree in the next 2 weeks, and Susan has been my cousin has sold for a couple of years and has been saying, you need to do this. Why don't you do this? You love this stuff. You buy from me all the time. And I did. So finally I was like, okay, the timing is great. Let's do it. So it just took off. I've always carried the product. I've always worn the product. I have so much of the product. People were always saying, where did you get that? Oh my gosh, I love that. What is that? I've never seen something like that. So I would always refer, hey, call Susan, or it's Initials Inc., or, whatever. So it's just really, it's been such a blessing to be a part of this company and to really get to share and do something that I love and that makes me happy, and that translates to my customers as well.
And I think that's brilliant. And you said something that really hit me. You said the timing was right. Now, can we just talk for a hot minute about the fact that the timing is right in the middle of a pandemic and you work for a full-time for a nonprofit? Like, most people would say the timing is very wrong. Like, I feel like things are very unstable right now. I don't really know, like, you're working from home, like what all this situation is going to look like. What made you say, exactly what you said, back on October 25th. The timing is right. The timing is right now. What made you flip that switch?
Don't forget, I'm doing my master's too, so throw that in on it.
Just like a whole nother full-time job on top of that.
The timing was right because I was phasing out of some, I was the president of our booster club for years, and I had phased out of all of those things, and I knew I was looking for something that I could have fun with and enjoy, and just really enjoy, not have the stress of people coming at you or asking them, wanting this or wanting that. But wanting good things and fun things. And it just hit me like, why not? The time Christmas is coming. I'm going to be buying stuff for Christmas. There, after that is the spring collection. And I always look forward to seeing what that is. And it just hit me like, there's no time like the present. Plus, we all know busy people get stuff done. That's just how it is. If you're a busy person, you always get stuff done.
You do. I often think sometimes the busier you are, the better you are, right? If you're a busy person, I need to do that. I know I'm best when I'm busiest.
Yeah, and I needed something for myself. I've done stuff for my boys and our community and our school for so long, and it's just something that I really enjoy. And when you enjoy something, you're successful at it. Let's face
it. Absolutely, you are. Absolutely, you are. And I couldn't agree with you more. And I'm sorry that I forgot about the whole master's program on top of that. I mean, you've got like 3 full-time jobs, sister. I mean, you do. And so welcoming Initials Inc. into that. Now, you mentioned earlier that your cousin Susan, who you've joined with, Susan Strasser, has been an amazing representative with us for several years. She got the Dashing Award. She came out swinging too. You girls just only know one speed, and it's fast, right?
Right. It runs in the blood.
Yes, exactly. And so I know that Susan has been tapping on that door of yours for like 2 years, right? So let this be a testament that you don't stop knocking on that door.
Don't give up.
Don't give up, because you never know when that person is transitioning out of life roles. They're stepping away from the booster club. They're finding themselves with just a little bit of an itch and a need. Hey, I want to do something different, right? Just like you did.
Yep.
Just like you did, that you wanted to do something new.
Exactly. 100% agree. And I think that when someone says no, whether it's to become a rep or for a product, or they're just not sure, it's just no for right now. It doesn't mean it's no tomorrow, next week, 2 years from now. It's just a no for now. Yes. So don't just write them off as if they're never gonna do anything, because you just never know.
Yeah, and it would be a no forever unless you ask again, right?
Exactly.
It's going to be, you 100% can guarantee it will be a no forever if you only ask once and never ask again. So I'm always a proponent of you keep asking. My dad always has a saying that you got a 50-50 shot, why not go for it? And I think 1000% right. He's one of the best sales guys I've ever known in my lifetime because of that. So let's talk for just a hot minute about what you've done with your major moolah that you have earned. I mean, we're talking, you sold over $5,000 in 79 days. What have you spent that money on over the last couple of weeks and months?
Well, of course, I bought myself a little robot vacuum because I've always wanted one.
That's awesome.
I bought myself that.
Woohoo! Robot, yes.
Yeah. And then, of course, Christmas, I was able to pretty much pay cash for Christmas, which is nice because, then you don't have that stress in January, like, oh, I have to pay off my credit card. And then, I love to travel. It's my lifeline. I haven't been able to do it now for however many months. So I'm just going to keep putting money in my travel fund and go someplace great. So
good for you.
That's what, and my boys, my youngest is going to be starting college. I'll be able to, contribute more to that and use my Initials Inc. income for that. So just setting goals and working on it, and knowing, that I have this extra money that I can kind of do what I want with it.
Absolutely. It becomes, you're totally embodying with everything you just said, to have fun and make money, right? Mm-hmm. You're having fun, you're making money, it's filling in your wants and maybe some of your needs, right? We want to think about Christmas as being a want. As parents, we need to do that, right? We feel obligated to do that. So it's taking care of those things to help you have a little bit more breathing room in that capacity, which I think is brilliant. So let's talk for a sec about what your favorite product is. You obviously have been selling some great stuff. You have probably heard my philosophy is, which you don't have to love it to sell it. I will speak that from the mountaintops from all day long, because you never know who you're selling to, right? And if only I'm selling the things that I love, they may choose to love something else, and they could buy threefold of something that I'm not even talking about. So you got to sell all your products. But what is your favorite product that you have enjoyed so far? Which we've talked about the fact that you have a bunch. You're among good friends here. We all have a bag problem. Girl, just embrace it. We're good.
Yeah, we do. And my favorite product is the One Trip Wonder. It's the first thing I bought from Susan. I bought it for myself. I fell in love with it because, again, I like to travel. It's a great travel bag. So then I started buying them for friends and family, and I love it. It's like my go-to bag for everything. I keep one in my car, like if I'm out somewhere and I just throw everything in, carry it in the house. I use it for travel. I have multiple. I just love the One Trip Wonder, and I just think you can do so much with it, and it's just fun. I just really it's the first one I bought, so maybe that's why it's so close to my heart. But I love it. I love all the products, and it's interesting to see them, that the ones I haven't seen and someone will have ordered, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get that for myself.
Yep. Once you see it, you fall in love with it. And I think the One Trip Wonder, I mean, we are known around the world. Literally, I have been stopped out of the country about our One Trip Wonder. We are known around the world for our One Trip Wonders. We know that they're an amazing product. And not only are they a great product, they're easy to communicate, right? When we can communicate, and here we are in the midst of a pandemic, but when we can communicate, even in the midst of a pandemic, the clarity that a product can give you. One trip into your house with things that are in your car, one trip to the beach, one trip to the gym, one trip in and out of taking gifts in. It's just a multi-seasonal bag that just lasts forever. It's why so many people have so many of them, right?
Well, and I think once you get it, when I got it and I saw the quality of it and how nice, and I mean, I have drugged that thing everywhere, and it's still so nice.
Yep.
And once I saw that, then I was hooked. Like, what else can I see? What else? Oh, Susan, what else do you have? What's like the, so then you see that great quality and it sells itself. I mean, the other items, then you're not getting something shabby. You're getting a really nice product.
Absolutely. And I think you just hit the nail on the head with that. Because we're known for great quality products, all somebody does is have to try you for one, right? And they know what they're getting. We are definitely known for being the quality leader in our category. We are definitely known for producing very high quality products. And we do that because it's not only the Initial Zinc name, but I see it just as much as it's got Missy Clark's name on it when it's out in West Virginia, right? Yeah. It's got your name on it too. And we want people looking at that and saying, I'm going to call Missy back and I'm going to order that too. So that's fantastic. What do you think you sold the most of? Now, we haven't pulled any of that data. I'm just asking you off the cuff.
I don't know. I've sold. And it's funny because the customers that I didn't expect to be return customers have been returned. You think in your mind a certain expectation, and then it's totally different.
Yeah.
I sold, a lot of people like the One Trip Wonder, the Explorer. People go crazy over the Explorer bag. I sold a lot of pillows and blankets.
Yep.
I think people really, really liked those. And
that's awesome.
The crossbody seemed to be a good seller as well.
That's fantastic. And isn't that wonderful? You've got multi-use bags, you've got home products, you've got purses, crossbodies, those types of things. It wasn't like you just sold one product.
And the cheetah sweater,
the duster,
yes. Oh my gosh, people loved it.
Yeah, it's a fabulous product. Okay, so let's shift into really the meat and potatoes of what your advice is going to be to other reps. I mentioned earlier, whether they've been with us for 10 years or 5 years or 5 months or 5 minutes or whomever, or they're logging on and watching this as a playback in our rep group because they've just joined. What's your best advice to a new rep that's coming in that's wanting to look at this and go, okay, if Missy Clark can sell over $5,000 in 79 days, sister, I can too. What's your advice to her?
Well, I would say get your VIP group up and running.
Yeah.
First and foremost, before you do anything, get that up and just, share on there. But don't necessarily share constantly, like I'm selling this or I'm selling that. And that brings me to the VIP Power Plan. For $7 a week, come on, you guys do all the work for us.
Yep.
So, and we can personalize it, use it if we want, not use certain ones. So, and that's building your algorithms on Facebook and all of that. But also invite people. I had the very first thing I did is I had a little contest. I said, I'm giving a $20 Initials and gift card if you share my VIP group. And I think I had 125 people within an hour. Right away, people were sharing it and joining. If you share and join, you're going to be entered into this contest. So I'm up to, I have to look again, 358 members. My goal is
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You have been with us 79 days. Say how many people you have in your VIP group right now as of this moment. You just looked it up.
358.
358. So let's frame that up for a hot second, can we? So 358 people. I want everybody to envision what a VIP group is. It is basically, you have built a store. You have built Missy Clark's Initials Inc. store, and you have 358 people that are standing in your store every day, multiple times a day, that are saying, Missy, talk to me, engage with me, make me trust you, fall in love with you, endear myself to you, buy products from you, have fun here, right? 358 people that you have impact and influence over every day of the week.
Well, the goal is 400 by the end of the month, which should be no problem. I mean,
no problem.
That's the thing. Well, I mean, I like to set goals and reach them. So that's the other thing. Make sure you set your goals and reach them. And in the VIP group, go live. My friends, my customers, they love when I go live. I don't do it every day. I do it a couple times a week, and I'm real in it. I might not have my makeup on. I might not, I might be, scrubbing around the house, and it hits me. I need to go live. Or there's a product that you guys have the totally Tuesday,
Yeah.
So if I have it, I'm going to, the toboggans. I got so many people that love the toboggans. Beanies, wherever you're from in the country, people call them different things. Wore that, talked about it, people were loving it. And it's just, I'm real. Oh, well, wait, I just dropped my phone or whatever,
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be some big professional production, just be you.
And I actually think that's what's best. I think it's best when you're real, because because what would happen if you invited people into your store and you're talking to them? You might trip, you might bobble on something, you might strike up a conversation with them about what your kids are doing or what their kids are doing. We have to create this environment of real, and that's what these VIP groups do. They absolutely build this environment for you to create an engagement with them, a relationship with them, and this back and forth. And you said something earlier, I want to dial it back with the VIP Power Plan. For those that don't know, we offer a weekly VIP Power Plan. It's $7 a week. You can sign up for it. We send you 3 posts a day that you can plug and play and schedule in your VIP group. Missy mentioned earlier, some of the ones are just great quotes and something fun, or a little contest or this or that. Some of them give you the ability to really fill in your content, for them to get to know you. Like, why are you doing this business? What's your goal for this week? Like, you begin to customize it. And as she said, maybe you want to use it, maybe you don't, but you're getting the content in a week's time. You're getting 21 posts every week that you get to schedule and post for $7. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
It is. It's definitely. And you can schedule, I'm working full time. So I'll go in usually the night before, kind of know what's going on. Like today, I knew we had the different things happening. So I would go in and I'll kind of schedule everything the night before for the day. Yep. And it also keeps it fresh in my mind that tomorrow I want to make sure, everything's good, check everything. But if I'm working for, 5 hours straight before I get a break, then it's already done. It's a done deal. So that's me. The other thing the other piece of advice I would offer, I'm old school on some things, and I love getting a handwritten note in the mail. I know the mail's crazy right now, but one of the things that I have done is, even if it's just a customer from a party, I will handwrite them a thank you note. Thank you for your purchase. I get them in the VIP group, but then I just handwrite them a quick note and say thank you. I mean, it's so, people don't get handwritten notes in the mail anymore. We don't get birthday cards and things. We're so electronically focused. And I think that little touch helps. I mean,
Absolutely, it
I
does.
feel, I know I love when I get something in the mail. My kids always have loved getting stuff in the mail.
Yeah,
So it's just a little extra something. You
it
just
does.
love,
And
if you love on your customers, they're gonna love you.
amen. And I'll share with you something that kind of piggybacks on that. I heard an industry person several years ago that said, look for the opportunities that are not so noisy.
Yes.
So right now we're on live a lot. We are Zooming. We are on our social media outlets a lot, which is wonderful. And you guys, all of our reps have proven you can have your best year ever in the middle of a pandemic because of how you are choosing to pivot your businesses. But I also think that it's a wonderful opportunity to look for the avenues that are less noisy, i.e. getting something in the mail.
I love that.
Yeah, isn't that brilliant? And I was like, golly. And literally just the other day, we bought some furniture from a local furniture place here recently, and we got a handwritten note from them yesterday. And I was like, wow, like that's awesome. That stood out to me because all we're getting in the mail right now are political flyers and sales catalogs. So it was wonderful to get a note that someone had actually sat down and took the time to write to me. So Missy, I think you're really onto something with that.
Yeah.
Really onto something with that.
Yep. I love it. I love it.
So your two pieces of big rep advice are VIP group and pump it up. How many times a week are you engaging? You said you go live a couple of times a week.
Usually, it depends what's going on or what the company, what we're doing. I mean, I'm always excited when something new happens. So I would say at minimum 2 times. Over the holidays when we had something cranking all the time, it was more often. But you also don't want to burn people out and make them be like, oh, there she is again. But so I just do that. I find a good balance between that and the VIP postings, and I'll throw in something here or there. If I have something cool happening in my life, I'll throw that in. And because I'm a person, they're people, they can relate. So
absolutely, and they want to. I think that's the purpose of that VIP group, is you want them to not only grow to know you and to love you, but to trust you. That way, when you come out with a new product and say, girls, you got to have this, and this is why, they feel like Missy is making a product recommendation to me, and I know her and I trust her and I adore her, so I'm going to go do business with her. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So I have to ask you, as we're wrapping up our time, you've got a great little sign over your shoulder that I just want us to talk about for 2 seconds as we do that. And it says, prove them wrong.
Oh yeah. That's my motto.
I adore that. So tell me where that is embodying for you in your initial Zinc journey, and what are you wanting to prove them wrong about in 2021 this year?
I want to prove everyone. I don't know. I mean, I've always been very like that with my kids. Like, certain things, prove them wrong. Always prove them wrong. Be a leader, not a follower. Those are the 2 things that I tell my boys all the time. Even now at 24, be a leader, not a follower, and prove them wrong. Because the harder you work, the better it is. And you can prove any doubters wrong that think you can't do something or that you won't be able to do something. So when it comes to Initial Zinc, I know that I'm capable of doing what I want to do. And I picked my word for the year, like you told us.
Yeah, what's your word?
It's conquer, because I want to conquer Initial Zinc. I want to build a business bigger and better than I've ever, I want to engage in it. I want to be a part. I want to conquer it. I want to conquer life. I want to conquer my job. I want to conquer whatever I set out to do. This is my year, is how I feel. And I'm going to prove all the doubters wrong. So
I love it. And conquer is such a kind of word.
It took me a few days. I had to think on it, but I want to conquer life this year.
Well, I'm going to tell you this much. You have conquered your first 78 days or 79 days here at Initial Zinc. You have conquered something that I know we've got reps that are out there going, okay, I'll have a little bit of what she's having, please. And you have outlined very simply what any representative can do. This is not like this has been Missy's plan that nobody else can do. That's what I love about what we do here at Initial Zinc, is every single thing that a rep does, you can do too.
Yes.
Every bit of great business wisdom that we have, we share it with everybody, because guess what happens? A rising tide lifts all ships, right? We want everybody to feel like they're able to prove them wrong. And sometimes the person we have to prove wrong is that little voice in the back of our head that says you can't.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we got to prove that voice wrong first, and then we're able to step out and really lead. So, and I'm always a big proponent of my statement that I always say, Missy, is we're all leaders, because we lead one person every day, and that's ourselves. We get up, whether you've got a team or not, it's not about that. It's about leadership. And we wake up every day and we lead ourselves. And you have led yourself brilliantly over these first 79 days. I am astounded at what you have done, crushing Smart Start, running right into the holiday season in the middle of a pandemic. You are a mom, you work a full-time job, you're getting your master's. I mean, all these reasons that could very well have been excuses have been the very thing that has fueled you to go and conquer them. Bravo, sister. Bravo.
Thank you. You guys make it easy. Thank you. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy to be a part of it. I mean, you guys, everyone lifts each other up. It's so refreshing. It's so refreshing to see all these wonderful women doing great things in the world. And,
It is.
you know, it's just awesome to be a part of Initials Inc. It really is.
Well, we're so grateful and honored that you have partnered with us, and we're so excited and really privileged to watch your success over these last 79 days. And I cannot wait to see what you're going to conquer in 2021. Thanks so much.
Pressure. Thank you.